this here is the normal generic way of doing it. It runs, I do believe, just like training at Corrin's Tower. Okay, so it's gonna run training at Corrin's Tower 20 times, and it's gonna run 2 different stages of it. So this will get you some items and stuff. So as you can see here, it gives you a good amount of training items. Do not get me wrong, this is a very, very good way of doing it. It also gives you film, which is also very, very important. However, there is another way of doing this. So a sub slash, fellow custom command maker had actually told me about this one, so we're gonna go ahead and interrupt both of those. So this one is what one of the subs did. Now it uses, I do believe, one of the representatives of Universe 7 events for story. So now he didn't create the team build part. He was just telling me that you can use this as this. So team build cat 22 will go ahead and create the team. You just paste the command in there, and then the number of runs is how many times it's gonna run. I actually do not feel like doing 100 runs of that. But if you do 100 runs, you're going to get a lot more training items. If we were not recording, I would go ahead and do that, actually. But the thing is just to hit event stage. I think there's a space at the beginning. Okay, there we go. So, no space, but it will work. That will go ahead and farm that event 10 times. It is running the Representatives of Universe 7 category for one specific reason, being that this event gets more boosted drop rates based upon the number of Representatives of Universe 7 on the team. So you can take any sort of story event that has a training item section that has boost active when you run it, when you run with a specific typing, and get a ton of medals. You could do all sorts of story events. This uses the Power of Trust, the Miraculous Universe 7, stage 8, and clears through it really, really quickly. It also gets a lot of boost there, as you can see. It also does give film 7 and 14. That is more than the other stage was giving. I do believe this also gives just the higher rarity training items, which is very, very, very useful. So the other thing I'm going to cover now real quickly is how you are going to farm rank as well as links. So for links, I think we're going to cover those first, because honestly links and rank should be combined as a one sort of dealio. But let's go ahead and cover links first, and I'm going to go ahead and shout out to a custom command for this, as well as explain to you how you prepare for this said command. So we're going to get on into this. Let's see here. I seen it. I don't know if it's going to be on my Discord per se, or if it was on another one, but regardless, it was a very, very nice right here. Okay, so as you can see here, we're on my Discord. This is where you can go find all of these. If you're on Android, you will just see a download option, but they will be labeled. So download the text doc, pull out the text that you need, and you're going to do expand and team set 1 farm link, team set 2 farm link, etc., etc. All it does is farm all of the links for your teams. So what I'm going to go ahead and suggest for you to do is go list cats and find out the categories that you're going to do. You have 7 different decks, and I'm going to go ahead and list team, or I think it's team list. And yeah, we have 7 decks available on my account. I wanted to make sure that you do have to do the wishes. I was pretty sure I did the wishes, but I wasn't completely sure. So I would actually like to farm, let's see here, fusion. Let's see here. Now is build the teams before we do this. So team build 1. And I think we would just team build 1 cat 1. Maybe? Oh, what? I don't know why they had an issue like that. Team build cat, and I think the deck would go at the end. Team build cat 1. Boop. Oh, what? Why are we being difficult? Enter. Okay, so there we go. That's built on deck 1. I'm going to go ahead and see how you would build on specific decks. Okay, so you might actually have to log into the game to build these teams, which is infuriating. But what you can do actually is, yeah. So you want to go ahead and build your team. So we're going to go ahead and check our team list. Go see what we have. So we have UR Frieza Final Form in 3. I really don't like how this is going to go. So the only teams I actually want to mess with are 1, 2, 3. So we're only going to do 3 of them. I don't feel like going into the game, but once again, you're going to want to build as many teams as you can. And what we're going to do here is, it looks like this command is very simple. So we're going to download it, and then I'm going to modify it to where I can use the specific number of decks. So I guess we're also going to cover modifying a command that fits your needs a little bit. So as you can see here, we are only doing the first 3. So what we're going to do is get rid of anything that says otherwise. So as you can see there, we're going to do that. Well, how do they continue after that? Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to do that. Control Z again. We're going to get rid of everything but message, I do believe. So we're going to go with that. And then we're going to go with... we need to get rid of that as well. Boop. Farm link message team set 1. And we're going to get rid of all of this now, which is even more. So as you can see there, it is going to run this command twice now. We did modify it just so that it only farms the first 3. You're going to want to run it multiple times to get them all the way to level 10, but this will go ahead and farm your link very, very quickly, and you can just run this a couple times and you're going to be link farming. The reason why I wanted to mention this as part of link farming is that you can also do another way of it besides this custom command. Once again, it is best if you build all 7 decks out with all the cards you're going to want to level up link-wise, because this will allow you to level up all of your links on those cards if you just run this command a couple times, which is perfectly fine in my own opinion, but you know. So I suppose we need to get on into rank farming, and I think what we're going to do actually is load up another account. This is the glory of PC. This is why I like PC so much. So we're going to go load 7, I think. I think 7's not rank farmed yet. Because I like to get all my accounts to rank 500. Now, what I will go ahead and suggest to you once we... Well, I'm not going to say once we're even closer to it, honestly. Next time there's a ×4. Well, whatever. So you go rank farm. I think it's farm rank. So farm rank and then the number of ranks you want to farm. I did just mention that, you know, you're going to want to actually go ahead and get your rank even higher than 500 because eventually they will increase the missions. And when those missions do release, you'll be able to just automatically collect the stones. So next time there is a, you know, ×4 XP, you might want to get on your main account and farm up to rank 999 just so that you can have every single rank available so that whenever they do an update, you just instantly get stones handed to you. Super duper easy. Leave it farming ranks overnight and you are all good. You're going to need stones for it and or meat, so do keep that in mind. And you do want to have a ×4 XP event running when you are farming ranks. If there is not a ×4 event running right now, farming ranks is very, very, very wasteful, and I cannot stress that enough. Very wasteful on stones, meats, whatever you're using for stamina refresh. Because with the ×4, you're not going to have to use stones that often. It's usually going to be like every other rank once you get into the really high ranks. But let's say we want to farm 10 ranks here, so we'll go ahead and do it. And what this is going to do is just run... I think it's going to run Pan's Secret Adventure, actually. Interesting. I didn't know that it did that. I didn't think you could do that, but that's fine by me. Let's go ahead and run that. Yeah, so it runs it the 2 times that it can, and now it's going to do training and experience, which is the last stage of story. This is also technically going to level up any links used for the cards that are currently on the team. So, I mean, that's a pretty good dealio. Now, the other thing I will say about that custom command is if you were wanting to just do something very simple, and honestly, I'm not going to say this is a good custom command. I really can't say this is a good custom command. All it's doing is typing farm a link and setting your team to different decks, which honestly makes no sense. The best way to do it is going to be manual because you can do whatever you want and you're not going to have to go through here and, you know, build all the teams. This works only if you have all 7 decks built team-wise. Team build only builds in the deck 1, so it's very difficult to do it all in the bot. You're literally going to have to transfer to your device first and build all your teams out. If you already have all your teams built out, which I know some of you will because of the fact that, you know, you actually play your account or whatever, it'll work just fine. But, you know, it's interesting to say the least. So, I do believe that is about the end of the video. This one's farming ranks, and this one's farming, well, this one's farming ranks, and that one is farming links. So, let's see here. I don't think I had anything else real quickly to cover. Anything simple I could do real quickly? Because I have a little command, or a Google Docs, that just tells me what I still want to cover. So, in this video, we covered farming links, we covered farming ranks, we covered farming training items, and I do believe that is about the end of the video. This is just a super simple Dokkan bot help that should help out a lot of you. I have received a couple comments asking for a way to farm training items. I've also seen comments asking about link farming, so this is rank, link farming, and training items all in one video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to be out of here for now. I do believe what I'm going to do though is run the, because I actually would like to farm links on my own personal account. I'd like my links to be leveled up, you know. and I think my deck 1 is a Cat 22 now, so it should be Universe 7, which is the exact team that I would like to run. So I don't know what cards I'm currently using, but I'm going to go ahead and do some rank farming on my account, so you get to see some time-lapse of me farming my own rank on my account, you know. I may not actually continue farming rank, honestly, because, like, well, let me be frank with you, I get very bored watching this, and this is definitely not the decks I would actually be running. So we're going to go and check our info, and I think I'm just going to run a quick Omega. This will do dailies and everything on my account. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and toggle TB, and then we're going to run an Omega. As you can see, I have 300 stones, and this is my primary account. I summon all the way out on it. The next thing I want to cover, I think, honestly, is going to be more of, like, Worldwide Celebration is coming up this month. I do believe it's going to be, like, 20th or 29th, 30th, something like that. Regardless, the Worldwide Celebration is coming up. You're going to want to get prepared for that. I want to do a video showing you how to prepare for it in different ways, whether it's on your main account and or on your rerolls, and create rerolls so that you have multiple stone accounts so that you can go ahead and get a lot of units on the Worldwide Celebration, and also be sacking an account and preparing it the entire time while you wait for Worldwide Celebration. It does not take long to load up into your account and do an Omega. It will do your dailies, it'll do everything, and I think we're going to make sure dailies are on. Yep. Turn this back on. Okay, so I will be out and enjoy the time lapse. Let's see how long this takes. My account's been farmed pretty heavily, so there's not that much to worry about on here. I'm sure there's a couple events I could go ahead and clear manually, but we're not doing that in this video. But I'm out, guys. See you.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control in me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt